Hey guys, welcome to the Fumble. I'm Britt Johnson. For more sports news and commentary, make sure you click subscribe and don't forget to follow me on social media at I am Britt Johnson. The Michael Jordan 10-part series, The Last Dance, is finally here, and some fans are getting to see what Michael Jordan was like for the first time ever. We have heard rumors, but to see what actually went down during Jordan's years has been amazing to watch, to say the least. For the longest time, Jordan's team was considered the best team ever compiled. No team came close, not Kobe and Shaq with the Lakers, not Paul Pierce, Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett with the Celtics, and of course not even LeBron James, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh with the Miami Heat. The Bulls, they were what everyone tried to mimic, but no one succeeded at it. Until recently, that is. During the 95-96 season, Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls literally did something that no team had ever done before. They won 72 games during the regular season for a record of 72-10. Fast forward to the 2015 and 2016 season, where the Warriors snapped the Bulls' winning record, ending their regular season with 73 wins. But does that one extra win really make them the better team? It's time for a little who you got, the 72-win Bulls or the 73-win Warriors. The 72-win Bulls were led by Michael Jordan, who averaged 30.4 points, 4.3 assists, and 6.6 rebounds that season. We can't forget Jordan's sidekick and best teammate of all time, Scottie Pippen, who averaged 19.4 points, 5.9 assists, and 6.4 rebounds, and also made the all-defensive first team, which is something Michael Jordan did, on top of also getting scoring champion that season as well. These two didn't do it alone. They had superstar defensive player Dennis Rodman, who is one of my favorite players of all time, who averaged 14.9 rebounds per game that season, as well as having Steve Kerr on the team, who went on to become the head coach of the Golden State Warriors during their 73-win season, Bill Whittington, and Ron Harper, who also were a part of that winning team for the Bulls, among others. The Warriors had actually three superstars on their 73-win team. Steph Curry, who had the greatest offensive season of all time, averaging 42.5 points per 100 possessions, recording the only season ever with 2,300 or more points, with a true shooting percentage of above 66%. Now add Klay Thompson to that mix, who averaged 22.1 points, shooting 42.5% from the three-point line, and Draymond Green on the defensive tip, yet still averaging 14 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 7.4 assists. These three, on top of Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, and Sean Livingston, was unstoppable that season. And speaking of Steve Kerr, it's time to compare coaches. Now, Steve Kerr started coaching just the year before this season in 2014 for the Warriors, and some, like myself, would believe that team was a product of Mark Jackson. Even though Kerr did win Coach of the Year that season, I think, although he is a good coach, that team was going to come together and win a championship at some point, regardless of who was the coach at the time. The Bulls, on the other hand, had a coach that literally is one of the greatest of all time, Phil Jackson. He came in as an assistant coach for the Bulls in '87 before he was named head coach in '89. He has won a total of 11 NBA championships and highly regarded as one of the best coaches of all time. Now, the entertainment value of these two teams would be at an all-time high. Now, who wouldn't want to watch either of these teams battle it out on the hardwood together? But let's get down to who really wins a 7-game series with a starting lineup. But let's get down to who really wins a 7-game series here. Now, going into this, they would have a starting lineup for the Bulls: Harper, Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, and Rodman. And for the Warriors, they would have Steph Curry, Thompson, Iguodala, Barnes, and Green. Both lineups are really good, but the common sense here is Phil Jackson is going to out-coach Steve Kerr. Now, this series, I will say, could be the first time ever, and would have been the first time ever, that Michael Jordan actually even made it to a Game 7, but even still, he's going to win that game. The Bulls are going to win in 7. Just like the Cavs won that same season in Game 7, which literally brings me to the whole point. Yes, going 73-9 is amazing feat. It's great. But that's not the end of the story. You have to make it and actually win the NBA Finals, and that's not something the Warriors were able to do that season. Michael Jordan's 72-10 team, well, they went all the way and went on to win the NBA Finals against the Seattle Supersonics in Game 6, beating them 4-2 in the series, which makes them, hands down, the greatest season of all time. You cannot have a great season without having a ring to walk away with. The Warriors didn't do that, the Bulls did, but I gotta ask you guys, who do you guys have? The 72 Bulls or the 73 Warriors? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, click subscribe, and shop the Fumble store for the latest game day gear. I'm your host, Britt Johnson for the Fumble, and I'll see you guys soon.